Hey everybody, sorry the wrestling, WMF, MFW is postponed for right now because my PlayStation is like no, I can't stay online for more than a paltry amount of minutes. So I don't know what's really going on with that, but let me just say this. For everybody that probably wanted to see it or probably just didn't want to see well, it's postponed until later until I can figure out why it's doing that. All matches therein are pretty much null and void right now. But now that that's taken care of, I want to just say this to Matt too. Just a little tiny little message. Thank you for removing. Thank you for removing that that stuff from Tubepedia. Thank you. But I and I know it's my prerogative if I still see you as an enemy. I don't really see you as an enemy anymore. Sure, I'm a little pissed. I'm a little angry. I'm a little bit angry that you did make up that Vine Star shit. Like, what? Like, I get, I get that you don't like it when people talk about you. I get it. I understand. I understand it. Even back then, I understood. But I did. But let me just tell you, I didn't like how you, how literally you thought I was just trying to attack you because I just had like you just thought me and you thought me and Annie had wild hair up our asses to go mess with you. When you started it, you initiated it, and I don't back down. My I don't back down, Matt. Too. You started this initially, and you know, and you said, and I quote, you said because my videos were way too long, you have a friend watching me for anything I say about you. You were really weird and obsessive about it to the point where you're like, you were just saying you were hiding under the guise of critiquing me when all you wanted to do was insult me because I was talking about you. And it really just irks the living shit out of me still because you should understand with all the fights that you did get in back in the day, people are going to talk about you. You should have accepted that. I apologize because we were both dealing with stuff. I was dealing with the fact that my dad was gone. You were I don't know what you were dealing with, but it was probably something fucked up. But you need to understand something. I'm I'm really mad about I was mad about the wiki thing because it showed that even though we apologized, you literally doubled down and basically just made me and Annie look like we were horrible people that just wanted to start something with you just because we could. Remember, this all started because we were talking about dark plots and you just kept going for no for just no reason, just because I disagreed with you. And that's how this started. Annie accepts your apology. I do to an extent, but seriously, please. If I didn't do anything to you, if me and Annie didn't do anything to you directly now, if we haven't done anything to you recently, keep our names out of your mouth. Okay? Don't even type about us unless I did something to you recently. That like you better not say. I better not hear. I better not see hide nor hair of any of me and her names because some people actually. I didn't say this, but some people actually did kind of a sort of trying to attack me on your behalf. Those motherfuckers are long gone now, but I was wondering who was doing it for the longest time. And I know that's not your fault, but indirectly, that's what you started. I don't know where you got, and also on an unrelated note, I don't know where you got self-proclaimed Vine star. I mean, I get it. You literally don't. You literally didn't know what I really do. I get it, but I just find it kind of an insult and a slap in the face that you just called me a Vine star. I ain't never done a Vine in my life. The only thing I've ever really done is lore stuff, rants back in those days, and just talked about anything I wanted to talk about. Because back then you picked fights. I didn't pick fights. I know, dear, but let me finish. You pick you. I'm glad you're probably not picking fights with everybody anymore, but but you gotta understand something. You did pick a lot of fights with a lot of people, and some people apologize to you. I've seen videos where people apologize to you. Me, I I don't pick fights unless I feel like someone's fucked up. The thing about it was, Mattwo, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked your content back in the day. You could say I kind of was a fan of you at one point. But kind of like how ISO freaking just mistook me as a dude that just wanted to fuck with her whole mental state just because I had said, hey, chill and relax. And she took it the other way. You and ISO and a few other people are the reason why I don't try to help a lot of YouTubers like I used to. Because when I tried to explain what was going on to ISO, she just seen me as hostile and tried to fucking critique what I was doing when I literally just said, calm down. And I'm just tired of always people seeing me as this kind of, like this, just like this fucking dick who constantly just wants to fuck with people when literally it's the exact opposite. And I try not to get into a lot of scrapes. I mean, except for the anti-Sonic party, those idiots had it coming. I mean, those idiots are literally having a hashtag, stop boycott Sonic and end the franchise. It's really dumb, man. But I accept your apology, but understand that literally and this is just how I feel, I just don't really trust you, per se. I don't trust you. Because it just showed, even though we squashed it, and even though now we know those My Little Pony leaks were real, you weren't man enough to just say sorry when it was happening. You didn't freaking say, oh, I fucked up. Please, I'm sorry. I don't want, literally, I don't want an apology. The apology I wanted was not for me. It was for Annie. Because really, back then I could, when I was still mad after you blocked her, I gave less of a fuck. Because the way I saw it, you were like really you were really like just, you didn't want to listen to nobody. And me and Annie have a history of dealing with people who don't want to listen when we're trying to fucking say something to them. Always going on the defensive, always trying to pretend to be us, to confuse the other, trying to low-key threaten us, like just a bunch of idiotic people trying to do idiotic things. And I saw you as one of them, because literally you could have at least talked to Annie. You could have talked to me. We could have dealt with this. But you still felt kind of salty. And maybe you forgot why you did it. And that's okay. But I feel like I hope all these like all this time away from not thinking about you or me, you not thinking about me and Annie. I hope you're doing better because the way you went about things when we did those videos, that's the way you shouldn't handle things. People are gonna disagree with you or talk about you. This is how YouTube rolls, man. I'm just saying. You gotta understand. I wanted to say this to you back then, but back then I was a little angry, and this is what I wanted to say to you back in the day. Like Mattwo, I wanted you to really understand that it was never like a personal thing, but you kept escalating it. You know, you kept like literally escalating it over nothing. I always get talked about. People always misconstrue what I'm trying to say to them. People will always see me either as a dick, a villain, or just an idiot. Because I decide to speak up. I decide to freaking just get out there and fucking do shit. I don't look like you did back in the day. I didn't look for fights. Fights came to me. And I want you to understand that I don't harbor any ill will to you anymore. Not really. I was a little bit angry now that I know that you were the one that did it, but now that I've cooled down a little bit, I don't see you as an enemy. But again, I just don't trust you. And I don't think I ever will. You know? But for what it's worth, thank you for deleting that shit. And again, if you ever have a problem with me or Annie, or both of us combined, talk to us. I have a Discord. Annie has a Discord account. We both have Discord accounts. If you got something to say to us, say it in the Discord.
Honey.
Yes, honey, but I'm telling him to go talk to us there, so that way, so this shit doesn't happen again. That's what you wanted too, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So Mattwo, I hope truly we never cross paths again. And if we do, I hope it's on friendlier terms. I'll be seeing you. Now if you excuse me, I gotta deal with some anti-Sonic idiots. Peace.